Receive your power.
Yes!
The sphere has judged you worthy, I take it. Excellent. You are progressing well.
Thanks to you.
Ah, but that is my duty, no? A far cry from this training hall's intended purpose. When our warriors outnumbered the scholars. Do you know what you are seeking yet?
A lock of the priestess's hair, a griffin's egg, and a trinicorn's horn.
One might think we were training thieves. Good luck in your tasks. Feel free to consult with me if you wish, and do not forget, the world beyond these walls is treacherous. Trust no one. Now, to business. Your trials mark your competence to carry a conductor. Take this. Bear it well. It will channel your element's gifts, allowing you to perform less passive magic.
It's handy in a fight, you mean?
More like essential. Listen carefully, Dark. The conductor is to be used strictly for defense, and under no circumstances are you to inflict harm upon the giftless humans within the town's walls. This law transcends all others, and has done so since the Orkstein Wars. Now that you have received the first of your spells, I suggest you familiarize yourself with your new abilities. Your raw skills are another matter. As you gain knowledge and experience, ensure to invest them wisely. That way you will improve the attributes best suited to your nature. In this lies the key to unlocking your greater potential. Consider how your recent experience might best benefit you. Decide which areas you wish to improve in. The conductor alone is a powerful weapon, but it can be made more so. As you venture beyond the safety of the tower, you may chance upon the odd gemstone. These are known to contain particular properties for those who can assess and harness them. When set into your conductor, you will find your abilities enhanced. Only 2 may be embedded at any one time. I have been keeping one such gem for you. Consider it an early initiation gift. I confess the power contained within that gem has waned over time. It will not take you long to locate a better one. For now, though, it will suffice. Set it into one of your conductor slots. Well done. I shall teach you about your newly acquired combat spells. A challenger for Dark!
You can save time by falling down right now.
Okay, Dark. Let us start at the beginning. While Ice Shard may be your first spell, think of it as your last line of defense. It uses little mana, but packs a powerful punch once mastered. Go ahead and cast it at your opponent. Very good. Even when magically exhausted, you may still summon enough energy to deter your attackers. Aside from being less effective, it's best if you do not let it come to that. Your accuracy may suffer in the beginning. Apply your intelligence at any given opportunity to improve your prowess. The Clear spell will enclose you inside a fluidic bubble, rendering you impervious to harm for a short time. The force of the barrier will also push nearby foes away. Cast it on yourself now. Good. Remember, enemies won't attack what they can't see. You, however, may continue to cast magic while the spell is active. Now that we have covered everything, would you like a one-on-one practice session? Well done, Tyler. As for you, Dark, you'll have to do better than that if you ever hope to become a fully fledged mage. Now you are prepared. For leaving the tower, at least. Should you yearn for further knowledge, seek the Mixing Martial with Magical Compendium in our reading hall. The tests are designed to hone your skills through an intensive period of performing under stress. To know your element, as the sphere instructs, is to know yourself. Like yourself, I was admitted when I was 6. There were a number of children around my age at the time. Many of us became good friends, though I have lost track of most of them. There are few halls dedicated to the survival of not only the individual, but also to that of our kind. The sphere of knowledge contains the learning of all our known gifts. It decides when you are ready to receive new abilities. You should return to it when you have gained more experience. To think any of us might have been born without our element's blessing. How do our giftless cousins cope? We are the born leaders, the frontliners. We blaze trails through history and let others follow, if they can. I am as you see me. I have great respect for all our masters, Pyres in particular. From the day I arrived, Master Pyres saw in me what others would not. He helped me become the mage I am today. Have you been listening to gossip? No one knows for certain who will succeed the Fire Master. I have heard only what you have, that it has come down to myself and Mage Phileum. He will enjoy my full support should he become Fire Master, just as Pyres does now. You have grown from strength to strength over the years. I am pleased to have had a part in your education. I would be honored to assist you in developing your sparring skills further. It is a proud day when a novice receives his first conductor. Guard it well. It will channel your gifts into more, shall we say, aggressive uses. By adding gems to the 2 empty sockets, your power shall grow even stronger. Use it wisely and with restraint. Remember our rule. Gifts are not to be used in opposition unless in self-defense, and never against your giftless cousins. You may find that limiting, but more so the consequences should you transgress that law. During the element's reckoning, volatile conditions caused the rapid formation of mineral artifacts beneath the scorched earth. Being a product of elemental convergence, these gemstones can channel the power of the elements. They are essential to the further enhancement of your abilities. Keep your eyes open for them. They may appear to you at any time. This hall was once dedicated entirely to the art of combat. How things change. Now, even some giftless dare consider us not the warriors we once were. Still, perhaps it's best they do not know. Despite the efforts of many, the old traditions endure. Study can only take you so far. The real world is the master instructor. It will show you your potential, and even ways to exceed it. As you learn, so shall your ability to apply your knowledge. In time, you may exceed even your own limitations. Strength is power. In short, the stronger you are, the faster your foes will fall. Your capacity for magic is crucial in a fight. Push yourself to the limit. See how far you can go between drinks, as it were. It is one thing to have power. It is another knowing how to use it effectively. Hone your mind, and your abilities will do the rest. Look for opportunities to improve your well-being. It may mean lasting a few moments longer than your opponent. We may be chosen, but we are not immune to nature's effects. Seek to counter all that ails you. The traditional protections of the giftless are too cumbersome for spellcasting. However, there exist less restrictive artifacts, which may provide a safeguard when added to your conductor. Preparation is always advisable, however short the journey. The better equipped, the greater your chances of survival. You will find it a most beneficial resource for fully revitalizing your mana. A shame it can only be found in our tower's fountain hall. We may become ill, as our giftless cousins often do, in which case the remedy should remain always within our grasp. It is a regrettable truth that we live in such a dangerous world. One should have knowledge of all potential adversaries. Heed my words, lest you not live to appreciate them. When venomous arachnids are aware of human flesh, there is no stopping them, short of a boot. Unfortunately, there aren't boots large enough for these creatures, so magic must suffice. The undersized scourge of Bloodbark Forest. They have infested it for many generations. Do not let their size deceive you, not even the smaller ones. Beware their hammers, daggers, clubs, and arrows, at least until you are able to resist such a miniature onslaught. When the bones of the dead cannot rest, they can become a nuisance. It is best to remind them what they are meant for, gathering dust in a heap. Large-legged, fish-like creatures which are said to inhabit the palace upon Lone Island, as well as the forest. They are as vicious as they are fast. Be wary of their teeth, claws, and tailspin attacks. In some ways, the first is often the most difficult. You are just finding your feet, and only beginning to understand your power. If you are contemplating a swim across, then heed this. Don't. It may look placid, but as with all water, and those who study it, what lies beneath is a different story. The perfect prison, not to mention a just one. I did not have the opportunity to encounter her, as it were. From what I have been told, do not be deceived by her appearance. Her experience in testing initiates has made her all the more cunning. I am given to understand the priestess Amunkul had a devout following, many of whom still reside in her palace, in a sense. It was a logical course of action on the mage's part to confine her to that island. Her crimes were unforgivable. Destruction seemed too kind. Did the masters indicate whether it could be singed off? I jest, of course. In the capital, our giftless brethren have invented a new form of sparring, sustained tackling in a patch of moistened dirt. Give me a good conductor any day. Last I heard, a bright young initiate was about to pass his trials faster than a flash fire. Though I was not born here, I have come to regard Iganor as my home. Ready for some one-to-one? A challenger for Dark!
When this is over, can I have your private hall? Ugh.
Well done, Tyler. Ready for some... A challenger for Dark!
You're going down, Dark. Ugh. Ugh. Ah. Ah. Ugh. Ah. Ah.
Well done, Dark. Try harder next time, Matt. I would be honored to assist you in developing your sparring skills further. Ready for some one-to... A challenger for Dark!
I pity the mage who has to face me.
Well done, Dark. Try harder next time, Tyler. I would be honored. This hall was once dedicated entirely to the art. Preparation. You will find it a most beneficial resource for fully revitalizing your mana. A shame it can only be found in our tower's fountain hall. We may become ill. We may become ill. Ideally, you would never need one, but only a fool would be without. The right restorative can return your energies. Do not expect to win a fight without magic. The thought alone is obscene. That's the spirit.
Ah, yes. Varner loves that one. You should be able to locate it on the shelf.
One should never forget that our magic is best when it is subtle. Know this, and your gift's true worth. To speak with the creatures of our element is to know our element better. Relish those opportunities. There can be no greater contribution than our element itself. Share the water with our world, and it will flourish for all time. Illusions? Of course. Their fluidic nature has always intrigued our kind. I am sure there's a book in the reading hall if you are keen. Transparent Fluidity, if I recall. It is required reading for advanced water mages. You might as well get a head start on it now, since you will have your tests completed in no time.
I know that book. You can find it now. I know it well. Poor old thing.
It's a tree, right?
It's more than that now. Master Marrow really knew his stuff. And more. You should try talking to it.
Seriously?
Yes. Have fun.
Newly initiated Water Mage. She was my mentor. Now that I've learned all I can from her, I'm looking to more knowledgeable sources.